Today, we're going over more stories of extreme vigilante justice. Duckfoot Chico. It's 1984 in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Francisco Vital da Silva is giving a detailed description of the man who just stole from his bar to a police officer. Over the past few years, Francisco has reported dozens of crimes, but judging from this officer's face, it seems like this trip to the police station was going to be another complete waste of time. He wraps up his account, and the officer coldly stamps a form and slides it across his desk and tells him to come back if he has any more information. Disappointed, Francisco quietly thanks the man and begins his walk home. Though his life was difficult, it was hard for him to really complain. In the 1970s, Sao Paulo entered a massive real estate boom, and many from the impoverished backcountry area of Bahia moved to the city for better opportunities. Francisco was one of these people, and though he'd arrived with nothing but empty pockets and dreams, he found work in construction and diligently saved his money. After years of hard labor and an on-the-job injury that left him with a funny walk, he had finally saved up enough money to chase his dream of owning his own business. With his savings, he takes a risk and opens a small bar on the east side of town. It wasn't much, but it was his, and as he looked around his establishment, he couldn't help but feel so proud of how far he'd come. A poor boy from Bahia, now a business owner in a big city. But this dream would soon become a nightmare. See, Francisco's bar was located in the worst part of the city. With the rapid population growth, crime quickly rose in the area, and calls for help overwhelmed the police. The authorities began writing off the east side of the city as a lost cause, and even stopped patrolling the area. Francisco's customers are mostly criminals who rack up huge tabs and never pay them. They steal from him, and soon they begin conducting their illicit activities in his bar. He files countless police reports, but the cops do nothing, and so he began carrying a knife to work and throwing the troublemakers out himself. This didn't really help his reputation in the area, and soon these criminals began targeting his bar even more. Throughout it all, Francisco hoped that reporting these crimes to the police would eventually force them to do something. But as he arrives home and opens his front door, he sees something that changes his life forever. The house is a mess, and he finds his wife and his 16-year-old daughter holding each other crying. Francisco